Like I said, I've had this week off work, so I haven't had that much time to look into it. But obviously, they can't lie about Game Pass being profitable because these are like official comments to shareholders and the SEC. If you mislead shareholders, it opens you up to a fraud lawsuit. Microsoft's a company that is like they have a very expensive, very big legal team because they are constantly having to fight off litigation. So they can't lie to shareholders about Game Pass being profitable. It's illegal. But this is the thing about Game Pass, right? It's you know exactly how much money you've got coming in. So the subscription, they love subscription models because they know exactly how much money they've got coming in month over month, right? Which makes it very easy to math out how much profitability you're gonna have. So it's like I know what my churn rate is, which is like people unsubscribing, average churn rate, and I know exactly how much money I've got coming in this month. So this is how much I've got to spend on third-party stuff, or this is how much we project that we'll be sending back to studios based on cannibalized sales. So they know exactly how much money they got coming in. So it would be like they'd have to be spectacularly bad at absolute basic arithmetic to not make Game Pass profitable. It's not a loss leader. Microsoft doesn't really do those anymore. And I don't know what the internet's fascination is with the Game Pass business model. It's almost like just because no one else is really doing it on that level, it feels like it gets all this extra scrutiny, and it probably should be scrutinized, because there's a lot of debate amongst developers about whether or not it's devaluing games and creating the impression that games are passive content was one argument that was given to me. But I would come back and say, like, free to play games have done way more to downgrade the value of games in gamers' minds. At least Game Pass can act as a content fund to fund smaller studios to make innovative projects like, Hideo Kojima's OD, which sounds like it's going to be a weird one. And all the indie games that come through Game Pass, and Microsoft talks about how many billions of dollars they've paid out to indie devs and their teams, when they do deliver a good game. Because obviously the bottom line is the game still has to be good. You can't just put a clanger in Game Pass and expect Game Pass to uplift the game. The game still has to be good, right?